Heute erzähle ich eine ganz einfache Halloween-Geschichte auf Englisch. Du musst für diese Geschichte wirklich nicht viel wissen, lehn dich einfach entspannt zurück und schau zu, lies die Wörter mit, damit du auch die Schreibweisen lernst und dann legen wir einfach los. The name of the story is Mortimer and the Haunted House. Mortimer is a name in England. Mortimer and the haunted house. It's the name of a story, so capital letters. That's a capital letter, that's not a capital letter. So this is a capital letter because it's a name, but this is the name of the story. Okay, so haunted house. Haunted means full of ghosts. It's a problem. Okay, it's a ghost house. That is a haunted house. Mortimer is a boy and he's new in town. This is Mortimer. And Mortimer is new. In town. He's new. He has no friends in his town. This is a town, right? Houses, maybe a mosque. Maybe it's vielleicht, maybe a church. Maybe a TV tower. In Bremen, we have a TV tower, a church, a mosque. A mosque is where Muslims go, right? And a church is where Christians go to pray. They go to pray. Christians go to church and Muslims go to mosque to pray. So, Mortimer is new in town and he does not have friends. He lives in a house not in the middle of the town, but at the edge. At the edge of town. This is the edge of the board. Okay, this is the edge of the board. This is the edge of the paper. Don't do this. Don't run your finger along the edge. Don't run your finger along the edge of a paper. Paper cuts, ouch. Paper cuts on the finger, ouch. So Mortimer lives at the edge of town, not in the middle. He lives in a small house with his two mums. He does not have a mom and a dad. He has two mums. But it's not a problem. But I'm standing next to the board. Now the pen is next to Mortimer. Now the pen is next to the house. Next to Mortimer's house, Mortimer's house is blue. He lives in a blue house. He lives in a blue house, but the house next to Mortimer is not blue. The house next to Mortimer is a big house. It is at the edge of town, like Mortimer's house, and the people in the town P hört man nicht, P hört man auch nicht. Englisch ist schwer. The people in the town say the house next to Mortimer's blue house is haunted. It is a big house. It's an old house. There are steps and a big door. Long windows and spider webs. It's not a nice house. It's an old house. And there is a hole in the roof. So, let's see. There are holes in here. Can you see? But they're good holes. Holes, löcher. There are holes in here. Very nice. But holes in the roof, not good. Holes in the roof means rain inside the house. Not good. Okay? So this is the old house next to Mortimer's house. Mortimer has a problem. It is the summer holidays. Sommerferien. It is the summer holidays, and he has no friends. He has no people that he knows in the town. And it is the start of the summer holidays. How boring. Oh, how boring. Not tired, nicht müde, sondern boring. Ist langweilig. It is so boring for Mortimer in the summer holidays without friends. Without is mit draußen, heißt aber ohne. Without friends. So, without friends. Without, ohne. It's so boring. After 1 day, it's not a problem. After 2 days, not a problem. After 3 days, it's boring. After 4 days, it's very boring. After 5 days, very, very, very boring. After 7 days, after 1 week, Mortimer goes to the haunted house because he sees, wisst ihr noch? Because he sees somebody. Somebody heißt sowas wie mancher Körper. He sees, also, aber es heißt jemand, ne? He sees somebody at the window. But there is somebody at the window of the haunted house. Mortimer wants friends. He wants people to play with in the summer holidays. So Mortimer goes to the haunted house, to the door, and knocks. The doors open. And there is a man. The man is very white in the face. This is the color white, remember? He's very white in the face. And he has long teeth. And he is wearing, I'm wearing a white jacket or a cardigan, a white cardigan, and a black shirt and black trousers for Halloween. I had no costume. I'm sorry. But the man is wearing all black and has a long black coat. So this is like the long coat of the man. Has long teeth. coat. This is a coat, right? A coat. A black coat. And he's wearing all black. Okay. What do you think? Is this a vampire? Yes, it is a vampire. Of course it is a vampire. It has long, or he has long teeth and black clothes. He's wearing black clothes and he has a white face. He's a vampire. Is it a good idea for Mortimer to go to the haunted house and knock? No, I don't think so. Mortimer screams, "Ah!" The vampire says, "Oh, I'm sorry. We is you and I is we, or the vampire and Mortimer, or the vampire and other people. We never have guests." We never, nie, have guests. A guest, you can hear it, right? Guest, Gast. Gäste, in diesem Fall, weil ein S dran ist, ne? We never have guests. Mortimer says, "Oh, I'm sorry, I screamed." And Mortimer looks at the vampire. He looks at the white face. He looks at the long teeth. He looks at the black clothing and the coat. What is that? There is a hole. A hole here and a hole in the roof. And not just one hole, many holes in the coat. It's an old coat. Does not look good. Many holes in the coat. Holes. Holes in the coat. Mortimer says, "Oh, I'm sorry. You have some, manche, oder einige, das heißt Körper, ne? So, Mortimer says, "You have some holes in your coat. Can I help? Help? What is help? Helfen, right? It's easy. Can I help?" The vampire says, yeah, thank you. Do come in. Do come in. Do come in heißt tu reinkommen. Auf eine sehr höfliche Weise. Do come in. They go inside, right? The door is open. They go inside, through the door inside. They go into the haunted house. Is that a good idea? Maybe. A house with a vampire. Okay. The vampire says, "We can go to the dining room. We can go to the dining room." The dining room is a room with a dinner table. Dinner table is a table that you eat dinner on. So there's food on the table in the evening, like 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock in the evening. You eat dinner. And this is your dinner table or your dining table. Dinner and dining table, both okay. Dinner table, dining table. In the dining room, So Mortimer sits down at the table. A big old chair. This is a chair, right? Does this look like a chair? At the dining table, the vampire says, "Excuse me, I really have to go to the toilet." So, I really is sehr. I really have to go to the toilet. Toilet, right? I really have to go to the toilet. Can you wait here in the dining room, please? So can you wait in the dining room here for me? I have to go to the toilet. Ich muss auf Toilette. I have to go to the toilet. So Mortimer says, "Yes, no problem." The vampire goes out of the dining room. He is going to the toilet. Mortimer is alone. Mortimer is alone. Like he's alone in the city. He has no friends. Now he is alone in the dining room of the haunted house. And he is waiting. He waits for 1 minute. He waits for 2 minutes. He waits. Er wartet. He waits. There's a knock on the door. The door opens. Wer? Who is there? The vampire? No, this is a haunted house. A ghost? No, not a ghost. It is a werewolf. "Dinner," says the werewolf. What was dinner? Abendessen. Dinner. Big claws, big teeth, brown fur. I have hair. I'm not an animal. I don't have fur. I have hair. So, a werewolf is at the door to the dining room. Let me draw the werewolf for you. Big ears, fur, big red eyes. Black nose, big teeth. "Dinner," says the werewolf. Mortimer screams, "Ah!" The werewolf says, "Oh, I am sorry. We never have guests." The werewolf says, we, the vampire, and the werewolf, right? We. You and I as we together. Okay. So the werewolf says, "I am sorry. We never have guests. Dinner is ready." Mortimer thinks he is the dinner. The werewolf, he looks at the werewolf. He really looks at the werewolf. He sees this. Maybe the werewolf is a girl. And the werewolf has something things Ding. Das heißt einfach dann etwas. Praktisch, ne? The werewolf has something in his hands. It is a bowl of claws. It's a bowl. In the bowl is something. I'm sorry. I don't know where my other pens are. This is orange. What is it? It's for Halloween. Pumpkin soup. The werewolf says, "Dinner is pumpkin soup." The werewolf says, "Are you hungry? Do you want some pumpkin soup?" Mortimer says, no thank you. No thank you. Auf Englisch ist es immer ein bisschen höflicher, nicht einfach zu sagen no oder yes. Ich weiß nicht warum, aber die EngländerInnen, wenn man so kurz Antworten, ein Wort Antworten gibt, dann gilt es meistens als mega unhöflich. So wie no. Dabei hat man nur no gesagt. Also man sollte immer noch was Höfliches dranhängen, deswegen immer am besten sagen no thank you und am allerbesten sogar noch sowas wie ich bin nicht hungrig oder ich habe gerade gegessen, also noch eine Erklärung. Mortimer is nice. He says, "No, thank you. I am not hungry." And he thinks, "I hope the werewolf is not hungry, and I hope the werewolf eats pumpkin soup and not boys." The werewolf puts the pumpkin soup onto the table and he goes out of the dining room. Mortimer waits, and Mortimer is scared. Scared. He's scared. And he has to go to the toilet. The werewolf comes back. There's a knock. The werewolf comes in again. "Pumpkin pie." Kürbiskuchen. Mortimer says, "No, thank you. I am not hungry. But I have to go to the toilet." The werewolf says, "No problem. Just go outside the dining room and turn left. And 2 doors down the hallway. 2 doors down the hallway on the left. There's the toilet." So Mortimer stands up, goes outside of the dining room. Mortimer turns left, goes down the hallway. Hallway is corridor, is der Flur. So he goes down the hallway, 1 door, 2 doors on the left. There is the toilet. He is scared, by the way. He now doesn't want to go to the toilet, but he has to. He really has to. He cannot wait for the vampire. He has to go to the toilet. He knocks on the door because he is scared. He knocks on the toilet door. He opens the door. There are 2 doors. He opens the door to the toilet, and there's a ghost. So, toilet here. Right? Toilet. But not a normal toilet, a toilet with a ghost. And the ghost says, "I do not like it when people go on my toilet." Mortimer screams, "Ah!" The ghost says, "I'm sorry. We never have guests. You can have the next toilet." Mortimer says, "I am sorry I screamed. I do not see many ghosts. I go to the next toilet, no problem. So Mortimer goes to the other toilet, not a problem. The ghost is very quiet. And then Mortimer goes out of the toilet and he goes back to the dining room. He thinks, do I go out the door? Do I run home? He thinks, no. The vampire, he was a bit scary, but he was nice. The werewolf, she was a bit scary, but she was nice. She cooks nice food, pumpkin soup and pumpkin pie. Actually, I am a little bit hungry. And the ghost, yeah, he or she was a little bit scary, but it wasn't a problem. And they, the werewolf, the ghost, and the vampire, they say they never have guests. Are they a little bit alone? Alone like me? Alone, allein, alone like me? Let's go back to the dining room and let's have dinner. So Mortimer goes back to the dining table and he has dinner with the vampire. He has dinner with the werewolf. Is this a donkey? Is it or a werewolf? It's the werewolf. Oh, it's okay. You know what I want, right? This is a werewolf. It's a llama. Maybe it's a llama. It's a werewolf. It's a werewolf llama. Well, she made the dinner, and there's the ghost. The ghost does not really eat. He does not really eat, but he sits at the dinner table, at the dining table, with the vampire and the werewolf, and Mortimer sits there too, and he has 3 new friends. The end.